The work that we do is not just, is based on research and science and thinking of some of the greatest minds in America. And probably first, if not first and foremost, amongst them is Milton Friedman, the man who today we are recognizing for his contribution in his writings and his studies and his support of economic liberty.
It's a great pity that Friedman is no longer with us because I think that he would be the man to deal with some of the problems that we face today. But our legislators are seemingly not content with us being the sixth or even the second most expensive state for electricity. They want to be first. And to achieve that lofty goal, they've adopted some of the most stupid mandates in the country, requiring electricity producers to generate about 6% of electricity using non-hydro renewable sources this year, a figure that rises gradually to over 20% in 2021. In addition, by the mid-2020s, over 4% of electricity must be generated specifically from solar power. And it requires that 1,100 megawatts of wind power be generated offshore. Now, this is economic and environmental lunacy.
I want to thank you especially for inviting me to speak here on the 100th anniversary of the birth of one of the greatest economists of all time, Milton Friedman. He was the source of such aphorisms as, there's no such thing as a free lunch. If you put the government in charge of the Sahara Desert in a short number of years, you would have a shortage of sand. There is nothing so permanent as a temporary government program. The government has no more business telling me what to put into my mouth than telling me what should come out of it. What I want to talk to you about now is, as Steve mentioned, Obamacare. This is going to be an incredibly costly and incredibly harmful law. Let's look at the cost in terms of jobs. The Congressional Budget Office, Congress's number crunchers, have estimated that this law is going to eliminate 800,000 jobs by the year 2019. So, funny thing about those health insurance exchanges. So if there is no state exchange, there can be no subsidies, and you've dealt the same mortal blow to Obamacare that you would have dealt if you had knocked out the individual mandate. All the state has to do to make that happen is nothing. All the state has to do is sit on its hands.